Hi guys, I'm so excited to be here today to talk to you about Lumen. Lumen is a cool device I just received and I want to tell you all about it. I will tell you what it is and what it does. I will tell you why I signed up as an ambassador, and I will tell you how this is going to really help us as women track what we're supposed to eat with our cycle. So let's dive in. Lumen is a metabolism tracker. You will breathe through the nozzle of the device by connecting to the app, and it will tell you if you're burning carbohydrates or fat. It does so by measuring your CO2 in your breath. I have been geeking out on this because for a long time I found out about Lumi about 3 years ago, but I wasn't using any devices except from a CGM as I was recovering from type 2 diabetes and adrenal fatigue, and I really didn't have the mindset for more devices and learning about them. But as I got better, as I healed, actually recovered from type 2 diabetes, and I started my journey into women's health, studying naturopathy, really diving into the science of fasting and how our body reacts and the hormones, especially the hormones. Then I really thought, great, now we can look up some really cool devices that I can personally use, but also how will they support the app I'm working on? So, as you know, I'm working on an app for women, not to just track our cycle, which we can do with many wonderful apps, but actually tell us what to eat according to where we are in our cycle, how to exercise, how much sleep we need, our kind of lifestyle choices we need to make to support our hormonal health, and even for menopausal and postmenopausal women, what to do. This is what I focus on. My niche is women between 35 and 60 plus, where we look at that beautiful side of life where we are in perimenopause, which can be longer than 10 years, up to when we get into menopause and postmenopause. So I'm really excited for this because devices like this are really helpful. Now, I found some really interesting intels when I was measuring my things, and I will share everything in more videos. But for now, I just wanted to give you an introduction. I reached out to them after obviously thinking, how can I really dive deeper into our metabolic health and understanding how it works to be metabolically flexible. This is something you might hear around. Metabolic flexibility means that our body is capable of burning two fuel sources, which is fat and carbohydrates. Your carbohydrates are the preferred fuel source of the body, meaning if you eat something, that's what the body is going to actually burn. But if you're then sedentary and you have too many carbs in your body, they will be stored in fat or glycogen stores, because the body is smart. And it's like, if there is a famine here, we got stores, we got battery power, so that our mitochondria is not starving. And we don't have to break up muscles to actually feed the body. So if we don't have energy, if we don't have sugar, the fat goes first, which is great. However, we have to also understand how to switch between the two, because we can become inefficient otherwise. So our device here will tell you you're burning more fat or you're burning more carbohydrates, and you will choose accordingly when and how to eat. So the past 2 days, I've been on a low carb diet. I mean, I don't have any starches anyway, but I've noticed this. It took me about a day and a half to get into a really good metabolism switch, because on Sunday and Monday, I had a ton load of dates. It was like my pleasure. I got my cycle and I'm like, I'm just gonna have my dates. And of course, when you get your cycle, your estrogen starts going up, and she no sugar. So I was a bit cheeky with that, and it took me a while until my hormones were like, okay, we're happy now. There's not a lot of glucose into the blood. So I have bbe having a protein and fats, and of course carbohydrates from non-starchy vegetables, basically no starches. So I slept amazing for the last 2 nights. Today I woke up actually on a very good metabolic rate on 3, which is actually what I woke up to yesterday. But because my glycogen levels were being depleted, because I was in a really good fasting state, I saw that my level before my workout was 2. I was burning fat. It actually advised me to have 15 grams of carbohydrates before my workout, which I opted in not to do. And I saw that choice actually served me really well, because even after breakfast, I was still on 3 instead of going up to 4, which is what I did yesterday after my breakfast. So you learn how your body responds to things. Again, now that I'm in menstruation, so I'm in the follicular phase, my body doesn't want too much glucose into the blood. We want to keep insulin levels low, but not having too much glucose into the blood, because estrogen really doesn't like that. She likes low glucose. So I'm serving her. And one of the things that I'm doing is longer fasts. During this period, I actually can do even a 3 days fast and be completely fine. And I will be in super burning fat mode, which means actually, if you want to lose belly fat, this is a great trick. Now, a device like Lumen is helpful because it will tell you exactly where you are with it. Now, there is also the endogenous glucose levels that we have to take account for, which means if you're fasting, sometimes your body can get stressed, cortisol can rise, and therefore glucose can go up too. So you might find that you're not on a 1 or 2, you move to a 3, but that's completely normal. You're still burning your storage and not the food that you ate if you didn't eat. So I can teach you all these things, and I will as we do more and more videos. But this is why I reached out to them. And so they kindly sent me this device, and I'm now a partner and affiliate. So I will send a code on my podcast, and I will share it on my social media because I really love it. Now, of course, I do get paid if you buy from my link. So that's the affiliation. And I would really thank you if you're supporting my podcast by buying Lumen through my link. But I wouldn't suggest it if I didn't really find it helpful. And honestly, just in a couple of days of using it, I love it. So this thing is coming with me everywhere. And I would share some screenshots as well. In fact, this morning, I actually shared how much protein I had yesterday without even trying, and on a plant-based diet. And that was just between tofu and some protein powders. And you can see the new zest in the back there. I didn't have to try too hard, and I had over 100 grams. So honestly, on a plant-based diet, you get plenty of amino acids. So when somebody says you don't get enough and you have to have meat, remember that one. So I want to talk to you about how this can help us women. As we go through our cycle, through the follicular phase, ovulation, and then in luteal, where we break down between luteal and PM and pre-cycle, premenstrual, we have the chance here to listen to our hormones. So I just told you that right now my blood glucose needs to be a little lower because estrogen doesn't like glucose. This is very helpful in telling me how to eat and how to move. I don't love their meal suggestions, but I do my own, and I will teach you how to do your own, so it's fine. And then there is the part where you should have a little bit more glucose because your progesterone would request it. Now, I don't know how Lumen suggests in that part of the cycle because I haven't experienced it through my luteal phase, and I will tell you when that happens. But again, we have knowledge and we can use it, but this is super helpful because if you still want to burn some fat, especially belly fat, this will help you make good choices. So I'm super excited about this. I'm geeking out about this. So stay with me because I will share more, and look down into the notes and into the stories for the link to my affiliate account so you can get your Lumen if you want it.